Hi guys, welcome again to Grand Arena. This time we're back with 3v3. Looking at the field, it doesn't look to be too bad this morning. This is my first opponent, so the rosters tend to be completely random. Got a reasonable Ewok team here, but fortunately I've got Nest, so it's a bit wasted on defense, at least on the front. I definitely thought about hiding that at the back. And down here he's got some alright stuff. It's kind of like a mix of rebels here. There's nothing particularly like super hot or anything. This could be a little bit annoying. No Zeta on Grievous, but he does obviously have the Zetas on the other two droids, so that team's kind of like, it's better than you think. I mean, a lot of people underestimate Grievous because he's not got Gear 15, but he's alright. You're going to get hit with AoEs. There's going to be a load of healing. Yeah, you need to put something pretty durable into that. Gonna have a quick look at his full roster. So we've got Ray, CLS as his main sort of teams. He's got bounty hunters, got a bit of everything really, but doesn't really sort of. He doesn't really have any big power teams. Well, he has really powerful teams. He just doesn't have like. I haven't got any Revens to worry about, so that makes it much easier. I mean, I guess when people look at my roster, they'll probably think the same thing, but you know, I've got a bunch of other stuff that's pretty good. Now there is a challenge to get a portrait, and you've got to use units that fought at the Hoth battle. So, from what I understand, I can use CLS, 3PO, and Chewbacca. And that'll get me that. So I'm going to do that just because I want to make sure I get that. However, first things first, we're going to put Nest into some bears. No low grey, so this makes this like completely trivial. Because without low grey, you can't daze you. The tenacity doesn't really matter. I want to try and kill off one of them and make it much easier. They kind of, all the Zetas for the Ewoks, other than sort of chirpers, are all sort of healing based, so as soon as you kill one, they just heal over. And kill chirps. There we go. That's one out of the way. I just there's a thing to say. This is actually 10 teams, which is it's been quite a chore to sort of pull stuff together and say, hey, you've got 10 teams for defense and 10 teams for offense. So I just scrapped my 3v3 teams list like 2 days before they announced that they were going back to 3v3. It was a bit out of date anyway. So I've had to rebuild all this, and I've kind of just sort of picked through and I don't know, just tried some stuff. But really, this sort of first week, I'm going to have a playthrough and see what I've got left. Because I mean, building like 20 teams and not reusing characters and then going, oh, you missed this team or whatever, it makes it hard. Like, I mean, I realised I hadn't set resistance down as defense. I wasn't planning to use them to attack, and I was like, oh, I completely missed out on that team. I did keep the Night Sisters together, and I thought I'd try this because I was working on Jolie for the assault battles, and obviously to get Revan. I thought, you know what, I'm going to stick him in with Kenobi and Yoda, and that'll be some kind of like annoying back wall thing. I don't have Revan. My Bastila not very good. I mean, I could have put Bastila in there. The problem with putting Bastila in there is that she doesn't taunt. So there's nothing stopping you from just pounding on Yoda, and even if he's getting resurrected, he's not that hard to kill if he's not relicked. So I just figured I'd do that. I wasn't going to use Kenobi with Padme anyway. It's way better to run Ahsoka and Anakin just because the damage output's so high, you can just blitz stuff. Whereas if you run Kenobi, you might kill a character and then you just sort of like stop. Because Kenobi doesn't. He's, you know, without courage, he might as well have a piece of wood. Right, okay. Where are we going to put these rebels? I kind of think that putting them into something like this might be okay. I don't want to put them into Grievous because I need to run. I'd need to run Raid Han, and he's not on the list. So I think I'll put him into. I mean, Luke's got loads of tenacity, so he's giving his team tenacity, which isn't too bad because I gain turn meter off CLS's lead every time they resist stuff. And he's got really high tenacity on K2 there. But on Cassian, in potency, he's got good potency on Cassian. I mean, really on that team, I'm just going to go for Cassian. I think I'm going to play it into that actually. Right, so we want CLS. Go down to Rebels. In game, don't get stuck. And then Chewbacca, C3PO. So, win this, I get picture. Who are we going to stun? Well, we don't like Cassian. Let's go for him. And let's call Chewbacca. Oh, nice one, Chewbacca. That was really good. Okay, slam the floor, because that'll kill him all. You're not allowed to do that. That's annoying. That is very annoying because I need Chewbacca to attack people to heal. I missed that on a banner there. Never mind. Right, make sure it works. There we go. Got the layer with the gun picture. That was the one I wanted to make sure I got. Right. We've got Grievous to deal with, and he's not the hardest Grievous in the world, but he does come with quite tough friends. So what the hell are we going to put into that? Look, what do we save for offense? So I've still got Raid Han if I want to use him, because obviously I put C3PO into that challenge. Don't think he's okay there. He's not. I mean, I kind of want to be able to dispel the shield on the Droideka, and I don't want to get. I mean, I could just put Padme into it. I don't think that would be a problem. I've got enough. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put Padme into it because last time we were in this position, I saved her, and I should have just played her. I mean, I could probably do this with a, no, probably about it. I can definitely do this with a weaker team, but I wanted to make sure I got the as many points as I could, which meant not letting his characters take turns. Which is because of the AoEs from Grievous and B1, like every attack is an AoE. I just put that in to get more banners. Alright, we've got this. It's not too bad. These three are one of the old Rebel metas. It's very easy to underestimate them. They're still pretty relevant when it comes to things like 3v3. 3v3 is one of those just game modes where Stuff that you think is garbage will catch you out because you don't have a full team to deal with it, and you couldn't bring that extra tank or that extra piece that just did that thing that let you win. You know, characters like Leia, Savage, they're really good, so she's slow as mud, which is not good for her. But yeah, those characters can be really good. Bloody hell, this team's slow. I wouldn't say this is a good team. It's got decent gear levels, he's gone through the effort of putting the stun guns on them, but there's no speed on them whatsoever. The mods aren't high grade, so that's not even going to help his shit. Bit of wasted potential there, to be honest. Right. What am I going to put into this? I mean, I almost... Right, the problem with Leia is that because she stealths herself and she does really big hits, you can't counter-attack her. So, while normally you could go, I'll put in Count Dooku, and Count Dooku will like school them up, because he can't counterattack Leia, he can get into a problem where she stealths herself and she's just blasting holes in him, and then he can't really like heal himself. I don't know what hell I'm going to play. I'm definitely not playing that. I don't need to play that. I don't need to play that. I could play First Order. I'd smash that. I could play this, but again, it'll smash that. Let me just check if he's got Geonosians. If he's got Geonosians, then that may change how I think about things. It does not look like he's got Geonosians. He has got all sorts of random other stuff. I'm not massively worried about that. He has got Geos, but they're not very good. If I see those, I am not going to be worried about them. Right, so who the hell do we want to put into this? They're so slow. I feel like I could beat that team with a single character. Maybe Kylo Ren on his own. What's the bonus he gets? Right. Yeah, great. Call assists. Assists have more chance of being criticals. What would he do? You gain offense. Bigs. But you know what? I think I just did that. Just a stun layer as the first move. And who do you want to get rid of? Probably want to get rid of this. Yeah. You can stay stunned. I think that's what it's done. You. Yep. Dengar lead. So Dengar lead's like reduced crit damage and stuff. Bounty hunters have health steal, enemies have minus 50% crit damage. Damage the healthiest enemy 10 times. That's actually not too bad for a contract. You only have to damage, it's not like with Bosks, it's like you have to damage the weakest. And then reduce the offense. Right, so let's That's fine, but you've got Cad Bane, who's not super durable. And you've got IG, who's also not super durable. Nothing really here that's massively dangerous. That's... No. Hold on. Let's just see how fast all of them are. We want to get as many banners as we can. That does not look like it's going to be. This guy's roster is pretty slow. Yeah. I don't think he knows how mods work. So Palpatine Vader Thrawn. I mean, I could put less in, but fucking AoE chops here. If he gets that off, you got tenacity from Yoda. You're gonna get extra tenacity from old Yoda. Where is that? Yeah, we haven't got resisting in 25% Semir. So there is a chance that he might get to do something. Well, I don't want him to do anything, so I guess I should just play them. I mean, it's not like I need some of these characters. I just need to get the best wins possible, so let's run that. I mean, again, I can run less, but don't want to be tempting fate, taking the AoE, and then it's like, well, all those banners you gained didn't mean nothing. Here, have some tasty, tasty fear. So in that case, I got full, and yeah, that's a good play. Dropping one character out, he'd have got a chance to make an attack, which negated the extra one banner I'd have gained by not having that character. So it's fine. I mean, the downside with 3v3 is that characters like Vader don't get as quick as they otherwise would. But it was only Hermit. Okay, right. Dengar's probably the hardest guy here. That's not that hard. Grand Moff's a pretty good character, but he doesn't have the Zeta to give himself extra potency. He doesn't have the other debuffs to control the barrel. Royal Guard just stands there and takes it in the face. And there's clones, but again, there's no Zeta. It's that 5s, which is heal. Alright. Okay, Fives. Fives thinks he's a cool kid, so let's put in... Oh, we've got two other teams at the top, haven't we? No, we should probably do these first. I'm going to put Geos into that. Just resistance nonsense. He's not caring. How dare you, sir? How dare you? That's the brute. Got 2 Zetas on Kylo, but his gear level is abysmal. That is a fairly tanky team, but it's not super hot. The only thing you have to remember is that Kylo's got the stun as I used, so I think I'm just going to drop the bounty hunters into here. Ooh, actually, fast is Kylo. Pretty slow. All defense mods. Fast for this guy. I'm actually going to drop this because he's got the AoEs, which is kind of annoying. He's got the stun, which is kind of annoying. Trying to think where I can get max banners. I think it's going to be that. And Bosk isn't massively fond of Kylo Ren Unmasked, just because the bugger's quite known for doing that stun on you and then you're stuck. Keep it stun. Yep, 4 points again. Regular Kylo is pretty good in 3v3 as well. You can, if you've got him like year 11, 12 with the Zeta, he can solo quite a lot of stuff, especially with some of these like little Bobbins teams. Okay, that does not look like a super brilliant fleet. Right, can we underdog any of this? Grenades. I think that's Echo. There's Echo. AoE. I'm going to put probably Dooku into this top one. Probably. Just because it lets me control Rex a little bit better. Because his Rex is slow as shit. But I'm going to do that. Kill him. He'll Newt. I mean, if you can 1v3 these with an underdog, I think it's worth doing, but 2v3 just... I don't know, it doesn't really... You can only gain 1 extra banner per underdog, so... I don't see how it's a really good deal. I think just beating these battles and coming out with his max banners is probably your better option. Right, Grand Moff's got an AoE. He's got a... Is it him or is it the one? I don't care. Right, I've got AoEs on both of these guys. Who are we going to go and ruin? I've got loads of stuff left. I've got Han Solo, who's pretty good. I could put like, Ventress, Han Solo, and Django into something. Okay, so who am I going to... So I'll get a Ventress, and alright, do that, and then put the Triumvirate or something into this. Yeah, let's Let's do that lunacy. Good for you, Royal Guard. You've done some stuff. Oh, I'd still count as having the full protection. Good. Right. So just out of interest, looking at my roster, I've still got Thrawn, who I should probably play him, but probably play Mr. Nihilus. I've still got some clones, resistance, some slightly random crap. I've still got a few things here, so maybe I should think about. I still got Ewok Elder. Ewok Elder is kind of like, I should put him in a defense team just because he's annoying and he resurrects people. Okay. But instead of Nihilus, because I don't need Nihilus to dispel anything, I'm going to put Thrawn in. At least that can heal protection. And we just fractured Dengar because he's the hardest one here. Put out some Painy Balls. Start healing protection. You know what, I put the Zeta on him really recently, and it is so freaking good. You basically, the Held by Hatred ability, it's like you never get it if you don't have the Zeta. If you've got the Zeta, it happens all the time. Right, so we've pretty much got full points on everything except for one battle. Right, fleet. Yep, you shouldn't need more than that. The breach on IG-88 because I'm not planning to kill him till last. Because Vader's more of a problem in this matchup. Okay, now I'm planning to kill him straight away. As you've seen many times, Mr. Anakin Skywalker here will just demolish them all. There we go. I mean, I've not got super hot defense or anything, but I don't know. These teams are better than anything he put on defense, so I don't think he's going to get quite as good a score as me. I've tried to pick squads where they're either durable or they've got some kind of area of effect or other ability that's going to steal banners. So like Sabine and Cassian both have AoEs. You know, Stormtrooper Hands like pretty reasonable as far as tanks go. You can plug him in almost anywhere. Bastila, I've only unlocked her. She's not got any Omegas, but she's okay with the leftover Phoenix guys. You know, there'll be some attacks there. That's probably one of the weaker choices. Wedge has got an AoE. Biggs will call everyone to assist. It's alright. I'm going to put Leia in a different team as a leader. I put her in this one. So typically R2 will stealth them both and then she gets the crit bonus and then you're stuck killing old Ben until you can deal with that. Poggle's okay. He's interesting in that he gives out offense. I might try putting HK-47 in there instead of Droidica because the offense boost to his grenades is pretty good. Down here it's just turn meter, tank, and then, you know, whirlwindiness, AoEs. Ewoks is pretty much the, I don't know, I mean, I think a lot of players look at some of those guides out there and they just copy them, but I don't usually run this. I put this on before I'd seen that. I don't necessarily think that is the best team, because generally what happens is that Paplu can strip buffs and he can taunt, but you've not got like low grey or any of these other things, and it makes it very difficult. Or like when Chirpa's calling and assisting, that's great for a dispel, but you know, I think it's almost better putting low grey in there just because it makes it harder for you to put Nest in to solo it, because a lot of the time, if you've got like 80% or more potency, she's going to have to put either, or it needs to be like Relic Nest or something with like amazingly good tenacity mods, or you're going to have to put another character in to bump her tenacity up so she doesn't get dazed. As soon as you do that, the banners bonus that you've got is gone. So I think I might change that. And then that's just a durability sit there team. It's just trying to force you to commit something that can go through them in the timer. Not a very good team at my level. And then they're alright. That's what they are. Fleet, I put what I usually do. Dark in with the Geos. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.